Senator Nicolas says he will not be holding a public hearing for 3 bills that propose a massive GMH bailout. He says this is because, at the very least, the measures will end up costing the people of Guam an additional $93 million. There are 3 proposals pending before Senator Nicolas' Committee on Taxation. Bill 338 by Governor Calvo proposes to refinance existing debt and increase taxes in order to raise $170 million for a GMH overhaul. Bills 340 and 341 by Senator Dennis Rodriguez Jr. are similar to the governor's, except it removes the tax hike component. Senator Nicolas says the bills are not necessary.
While the interest rates may be slightly lower than what the existing debt is that he wants to refinance, he is looking to stretch the duration of that debt all the way out to 2047. Right now, those bonds that are on the books, they mature in 2030, 2035, and 2024. And to extend them out to 2047 would mean that we're paying interest for so many more years. And even though the interest rate may be lower, those number of years actually make the total cost higher by the amount of $93 million.
Senator Nicolas explains that the 3 bonds that Governor Calvo and Senator Rodriguez proposed to refinance are the Okidu High School expansion, which was $21 million and will mature by 2030. Section 30 bonds, that's $182 million, which will mature by 2035. And a $20 million GMH loan with the Bank of Guam that will mature in 2024. Nicolas, however, says it will increase GovGuam's debt service by $93 million. We asked whether Nicolas will schedule any public hearings on the measures.
We basically reviewed the bills, and we've determined what they're proposing, and we basically don't need to have a whole bunch of administration folks come down and pressure sell us to do something that's not in the best interest of the people.
Nicolas explains that after his office conducted their own analysis of GMH finances, they discovered that the government of Guam is just as irresponsible at reimbursing GMH for Medicaid billings as the uninsured population.
To the Guam Memorial Hospital. The Medicaid reimbursements to GMH for 2015 were only 44% of what they billed to Medicaid. Compared to the self-pay patients for the same year, it was 40%. So for our government to be 4 cents on the dollar better at paying its bills than an uninsured patient speaks volumes for why the Guam Memorial Hospital is not receiving the money that it's owed.
Nicolas says that in 2015, there was a total of $86 million in Medicaid billings. Of that amount, GMH billed GovGuam $36 million. Based on the latest Office of Public Accountability audit on the hospital, GMH only collected $17 million. Meanwhile, Senator Nicolas emphasizes that a public hearing will not be held. He points out that in doing so, he could risk having the bill hijacked from his committee and be placed onto the budget bill. Senator Nicolas points out that had GovGuam reimbursed GMH by at least 80% in Medicaid billings in 2015, GMH would have received an additional $13 million.